Welcome back, guys, to some more Phantom Forces. Today I have 6 tips and tricks that will help you become a better player at Phantom Forces. Now, as you use these tips and tricks, it'll help you be better at the game, but again, it may take a bit of practice because it took me quite a while to understand these. But if you're experienced in the game, it may not help you. For example, rank 50s and above, you probably already know this. But if you're rank 0 to 50, you probably won't know these. But it just takes a bit of practice to do these. And it did help me a lot knowing these tips and tricks and becoming a better player. So my first tip here is going to be don't die. So if you're not experienced at pressing multiple keys at the same time, you may find this one difficult. But my second tip is going to be diving while holding shift. Not really diving, but it's kind of like crouching really quickly, and that's how I move around really fast. So I constantly do this to move around instead of just holding shift. What I do is press C, and then to cancel it out, you just press any key. I press D because it's essentially just right above C. So as I press C while holding shift, I press D and it cancels it out. So it allows me to move really fast, and if I'm in a gunfight, I can just instantly drop by pressing C. So it took me quite a bit to perfect this, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be fine. Tip number 3 is going to be the one that's kind of unpredictable when someone does it, which is going to be triple jumping or diving. How you do that is you press, as you're holding shift, you press space, and then instantly as you press space and looking up, you press Z. So again, hold shift, press the space bar, and then press Z while you look up a bit. You'll get the hang of it once you try it in game. It's actually pretty simple. But so if you were in a gunfight and someone is shooting you, the animations are different on their screen than the ones on your screen. So when you're gonna dive, it's kind of gonna be unpredictable. I don't know how it works. It's just Phantom Forces itself. This is one of the ones that maybe some of the experienced players can predict it, but most of the time it's unpredictable. So my fourth tip is going to be finding a gun that suits you best. So for example, I have lots of people ask me when I do videos on Phantom Forces guns, what is the best setup to use on this gun and etc. But for example, I use the AUG H bar a lot. And when people try using my main gun, they say, oh, you know what, this sucks. But again, it depends on your play style. And just because I can do good with it doesn't mean that you're gonna do good with it instantly. And I've played with this since rank 24. Every single game I played. But the best way to find your favorite gun is to experiment with guns you never played before, because you never know if that'll be your new favorite gun or not. And I have about 22,000 kills with the AUG H bar, so I've played with it quite a bit. Knowing your gun has a big advantage to your play style and as well as how you play. So my fifth tip is going to be look at the minimap. If you want to get more kills, look at the minimap. If you're sniping, looking through your scopes, you don't actually see people. If you see them on the minimap, you'll find more people. And for example, your teammates are also labeled on the minimap. So if you hear footsteps behind you and there is no blue marker coming to you on your team, it is most likely, actually not most likely, it is a opponent coming to kill you or something like that. But just make sure you're aware of your surroundings by using that minimap. I always use the minimap. It helps me a lot to find people and find their position. But again, even if some people are using suppressors, they will be spotted. It just depends if they are close or far. I don't think close will necessarily be shown on the minimap. So just make sure you use the advantage of the minimap to find your opponents. You'll see little red circles blinking if they are actively shooting and making noise. My final tip is going to be using the knife. So if you didn't know, pressing the F button will quickly bring out your knife and quickly dequip it back to your regular main gun. So if you're in tight scenarios where you can't shoot, because I've been in a lot of scenarios where I can't shoot and the only thing I could possibly use to kill the person is a knife, and you have to really think fast in these situations because they can get to you first and kill you. So once you're instantly near someone, you want to press F really quickly, or you can press 3, which will bring out your knife. But again, I like to press F because it's really fast and you go right to your gun instead of scrolling all the way back through to your main gun. And this comes useful in lots of scenarios, like King of the Hill. If there's a lot of people sitting on the hill and you're coming in with your gun and there's people laying there, you're better off knifing them than shooting them, because when you're in close range, you can be missing them and they can be moving around pretty quickly. But if you have the knife advantage, you would probably win in that scenario. But again, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this helps you guys out to be a little bit better at the game. And besides that, thank you guys for watching. As always, you guys mean so much to me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. And again, thank you guys for watching. This has been Zach, and have a nice day.